Alright, hey, what is up, guys? It's Dell here, and today we're going to be doing episode 4 of our third-party model kit news and updates video. And this will probably be the last one for a couple weeks due to the Chinese New Year about to start, so new announcements releases are going to really slow down for about 2 weeks or so. But then once that's over and things start picking back up again, we'll be right back into doing this. So getting us started is going to be some new stuff from Edis Entertainment, aka Edis Technologies, people who brought us the Asgard, the Salamander, and the Valkyrie. So we have a much more, going back to that very UC styling, like such as the Asgard, with this very cool looking grunt type mobile suit, very Jimish and Jada, uh, Jesta. That's what I'm looking for. Very Jesta-ish, especially with that color scheme. So you got some closer views of it. I really like this. It's super sleek and fairly basic. Going over some gimmicks of the kit here. And it appears there's also going to be... So, a thing that I'm a little bit confused about is... I wonder if these are going to be separate model kits, or it's going to be a bunch of equipment in one box. For the sake of reviewing, I hope it's separate kits. That way, it's just much easier to do instead of like one huge video. But, I mean, either way, I'm still definitely going to pick these up. Just missiles everywhere. Opening pilot, hatch there. Yeah, it looks really cool. I think this is the final color scheme, just black and gray. I mean, I know it's a little bit basic, but I do like it. And then there's a sniper version you can do, so it's very similar to the Gym Sniper 2 or the what is it? Is it the not Pale Rider? It's one of those. It's with that little short unit there, which comes off to be a little dude. Yeah, so that can become a little dude, and so can some. I think that's the backpack there that can come off and be a guy. But glad to see it have it in that classic sniper shot, so that's very cool. Just more of a look of it. And then there's another one, and I do believe that this is definitely a separate kit. I mean, it's called something else here, so yeah. This one has like a Heat Hawk type weapon, and just a little bit different vibe. And then there's also so you have the Type 1, which I assume this is Type 1 right here. And then there's Type 2, kind of like Jim Cannon-y, much more heavy armored. I mean, if these are cheap enough, this would be great to have for like a little army builder type thing. But yeah, super looking forward to these. Yeah, so you can tell this one's definitely the same kit because you're going to have all of this storage on the action base. And there's some stuff, like, I would love to see what this gun can do and equip. I think this goes on the back. But yeah, just a lot of stuff going on here. And apologies if I sound out of it. I'm dealing with some kind of like head cold right now. Blokees. I don't know if you ever built any Blokees, but I highly recommend them. I built a couple of their Transformers one just for myself off camera, and they're pretty fun little kits, man. It looks like they're getting the and then Blokees, goal to acquire every IP on the planet. It looks like they've gotten the Mega Man, so these will be some cool things to look forward to. This company also did like a 1144, like it's a metal build style kit, but in smaller scale. They've done like the Destiny and stuff. It looks like we're getting the Destiny Impulse Blanche, which is a P Bandai 100, but now on a smaller scale. I mean, it does look good. I believe there's probably a P Bandai RG of this kit. I don't know. I'm not that big of a P Bandai, purchaser, so. But if memory serves me well, this does have like a metal frame on 1/144 scale kit, which is pretty cool. I mean, the details definitely aren't as sharp as like a real grade. This is definitely a bit more toned down. I don't see there's not like tons of panel lines. Much more simpler looking of a kit. Good Smile Company is giving us a Fallout T60 Power Armor model kit, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm not the hugest fan of the Fallout games, but I know a lot of people are, and this would be something cool they can have. I might get this from my editor because he's a huge Fallout nerd. I remember there being some prototypes to this a long time ago, but it seems we actually finally got some, actual release info on this thing. The Galaxia Apollo. You can see here metal inner frame parts, I do believe. What I don't like about this, it seems its legs are huge compared to the rest of the kit. You see, you can look them out down there. Big leg plates. It's your action base. Looks like some storage on it. Big sword on the back. I'm guessing the whole kit could form up into this ball. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, just some action shots of it there. I do like the sword though. Very super robot-y. Here's some inner frame shots of that 1/100 Dom kit that's coming out from ZM Model. I mean, looks fairly nice. Some painted details, going for that little MGX style, build, but much more simpler. We now actually have, actual product photos of this kit now instead of just the 3D renders, and I have to say it does look way better in plastic than the CG renders. I mean, it does look great. I mean, I know I made fun of like the glowy chest bits in the CG renders of her last video, but I mean, she does look good, especially with the surfing, dude. Like, this is a pretty kit. Definitely gonna be picking this up, just because I have every other Cang Toys kit so far. Gotta complete the line. Yeah, I'm really excited about what else is to come out of this War for the Gods line. So it looks like we're gonna be getting now that someone's officially bootlegged the MGX Unicorn, it's just a matter of time before we got the other one. So here we're going to get a Perfectibility version, not including LED lights, which I mean I'm okay with. I don't have LEDs turned on 24/7 on my kits anyway. Apparently, someone is possibly working on 1/100 Gundam Marchosias from one of the Iron Blood Orphan stories. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully, it's not just a blown up high grade. And with Unicorn follows a Banshee. This one I'm super interested in. Just for the sheer fact, I do have the bootlegged MGX that I should be getting to relatively soon. If they're good, I mean, this will definitely be your go-to option for 1/100 unicorns because the master grades aren't that great, and the Bandai MGX is so expensive. Let me just get a better look of it here. It looks like it's going to come with foil gold water slides, so that'll really make the whole kit pop. So Monocular is continuing their CR series, wherever that stands for. They did the Juan C that reviewed Ari on this channel, and this one looks much more toned down, even with that thing in comparison. So, I mean, really blocky, very militaristic. Super excited for this. I know a lot of people are going to be down for this because I know that monocular designs can be a little bit hit or miss for a lot of people. While I personally really like them, I know some people are into the spikiness, so this will be up their alley. They did some great shots here. I love this. And I think there's like little grenades on the back, so that's kind of cool. And a little pilot guy. Yeah, just super excited for this. Big mononuclear fan in general. Oh no, I think that's like a handgun on the side. Okay, cook. We're getting a 1/144 scale metal build strike freedom. So similar to the Destiny Impulse Blanche we looked at a little bit ago. Same idea. Once again, looks pretty, simple aesthetic wise, but should probably be a fun little kit. I wonder if it comes to this base. I am not a fan of these like bendable arm bases. Let me know what you think about them. I'm just not. I don't really like them that much. Of course, it's gotta come with the wing of light effect parts. Okay. The beam sabers. Of course, we got that gross injection go for the hands, but what are you gonna do? Also, some stickers, water slides, beam sabers, the 2 weapons, shield pieces. Yeah, it does come with the action base. So yeah, I mean, this thing's probably retail for like $30. So I mean, really worth the buy. You know, I'm pretty sure in China it's the year of the horse, but you could have fooled me with all these Barbatos releases we're getting. Because someone had it in their right mind to make a 1/35th scale Barbatos Lupus Rex. And I mean, as long as it's solid, I'm here for it. You see, I mean, it's not the heaviest detail wise, but I mean, hey, it's huge, and that's the selling point. You just get there and just look how big the weapons are. I mean, obviously it doesn't come with the bazooka from Grandpa, but it's there for scale from the previous 1/35th scale release. This company, I have no idea, any history on Wan Queen, but they're teasing a new little guy here, more into like the fantasy style of things. Just looks pretty neat. I need to see some final colors though before I'm like really sold on it. Tron model is giving us this beautiful Mazinkaizer kit from Mazinger Z. This is the kind of like antagonist anti-hero guy from it. I have not seen the show in such a long time, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this thing just looks pretty good. And I'm happy to finally see some model kits, like big, like full-blown model kits of these super robots and not just metal build figures all the time. I got this guy on pre-order. I'm definitely going to be picking him up. He's got a PP missile. I'm pretty sure it comes with posable hands too. Yeah, so the hands that are on him right now are posable, and then you get your array of pre-post hands, which I'm hyped for. That's the way to do it. Tons of effect parts, tons of swords, and this guy is big, by the way. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Mazinger, you're definitely going to pick this up. Alright, something that I'm super interested in is we're getting a bootleg of the MGX Strike Freedom Twilight Coating version. I think this thing retails for like the Bandai one retails for hundreds of dollars. So this is the way to go, in my opinion. You take a look here at the runners here. We haven't seen much of it. I think there might be a couple of Chinese reviewers that have a review of this kit. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I mean, this thing looks really pretty. Alright, and I mean, that was it. Like I said, we're approaching the Chinese New Year, and so there's just not a lot to talk about. But don't worry, once the Chinese New Year is over and stuff's going to keep picking back up, and then soon I'll have way too many releases to know what to do with. But what's coming up for me here on the channel? Firstly, I received the Cang Toys Where the Gods Odin in. Very excited to get to this guy. And if you saw my post from earlier, you'll know that a piece for the Mononuclear MMP 14 has been lost to the ether and now is part of the house. So we got the action base finished and one leg, and we're just waiting for a replacement part. It should be here Friday, I think, so I can get back to work on that. So if that review's a little bit late, I apologize. And as always, thanks for watching, and remember, I'll be posting links down in the description for listings for pre-orders on everything I talked about here today. And most of these posts information were provided by Plamo Times via Facebook. So if you use Facebook, if you do, I'm sorry. It's such a gross website application. But what are you going to do? So yeah, until next time, guys, y'all take care.